Esther about it in half an hour. And first on BBC Two, another stirring experience with Fern Britton.
Now, our chefs today, well, they're the people who say to us always, are they brothers? Judge for yourselves. They are Kevin Woodford and Brian Turner. It's true, isn't it? Everybody always says they must be brothers.
It's frightening, isn't it?
Are you?
Do I really look like that?
Let's just stand together.
All right.
Yes?
They are. So, shall we meet the first contestant and who's going to play? Ready, steady, cook. Brian, this is Mandy Pedrotti from Bromley. Pedrotti. So, are you Italian or you?
I'm not. My husband's half Italian.
Ooh, married, half Italian. So
Is he here?
No, he's not.
Oh, good.
No.
do you do a bit of Italian cooking? Is your mother-in-law rather?
No. I do pasta quite a lot at home because the children enjoy it as well.
So, is this a
Mm.
clue? Show us what you brought, Mandy. Oh, looks a big,
Looks
heavy
big,
bag.
doesn't it? Yeah.
Oh, we like that for a start. What's that?
It's just sweet.
It is.
Oh,
Right, we've got a bottle of Marsala wine that was brought back from a holiday from a friend. We've got cantuccini biscuits that I've never used before, mascarpone cheese, which I've used a few times, and some blueberries and raspberries.
good.
I don't usually get a chance to do a pudding very often.
You don't?
No.
Neither do I.
So, that's it, really.
It's because we love you, Brian, and we know that we like to keep you happy and give you something you enjoy doing.
Yes. Good.
What is Marsala, by the way?
It's a sweet fortified wine,
A
as
bit
I
like sherry.
understand it.
It's
2
a bit
years.
like
It's matured in
believe so.
oak barrels. 2 years.
Oh, we'd like to have a sip of that later. Anyway, while you're thinking what you're going to do with that... Oh, how much did it cost you?
£3.83.
£3.83. Good. Let's meet the next contestant who's going to play. Ready, steady, cook.
Brian, nice to see you. You're welcome.
Kevin, this is Kevin.
Kevin?
Kevin Flanagan.
Oh, nice.
From also, where are you from?
Liverpool!
Ah!
Yeah.
Yes,
Brilliant.
Liverpool Kevins.
Okay.
And
It's gonna
I
be confusing.
understand that your wife Linda thinks you're wonderful because you give her supper on the table every night when she walks through the door. It's there.
I certainly do. I
It'd
try
be
my
wonderful.
best.
It certainly
is.
What have you got for us then? Is this to give you another idea for something to cook for Linda?
Yeah. Bought the chicken because I cook a lot with the chicken, so I want different ideas.
I'll do the interpretation if you've got a problem. Subtitles
On
coming up.
CFAX. No, I'm sorry, that was rude. I didn't
No.
mean to be rude.
That's okay, fair. Yeah, puff pastry. I've never used it before in my life.
Neither have I. It's the
So
first
I
for me.
want something so I can treat my wife.
Okay.
Can I just say, this stuff's brilliant. We did have it once before on the show. Someone else brought it. Fantastic. You can't go wrong with that, Kev.
It's easy.
Mushrooms. I love mushrooms.
Okay.
An onion. Some tomatoes and tin potatoes.
Fantastic.
Very good. How much did that cost you?
£4.69.
Excellent. Happy?
Very, very happy.
Good, good,
Great
good.
fun.
Help yourself to the larders in the fridge. Right, Brian. What lovely pud are you going to make for Mandy?
I think we're going to try and make, well, a sort of stand-up trifle.
Yes.
That's a Yorkshire twist, exactly, with masala in it.
Yes.
The mascarpone mixed with double cream and these things. If they are what I think they are, they just break your teeth. Is that the ones?
Yeah.
I think
So
you
it
dip
is-
them in the alcohol, don't
I'm
you?
glad you're here today. That's very kind. So we'll dip them in alcohol and we'll make it... But I think we'll probably start off by making some shortbread biscuits to serve shortbread and fruit as well as timbale and fruit. And if we have the time, we'll make a very raw zabaglione.
very raw Zbaglione.
Well, because I might not have enough time to cook it out. But we'll
Depends
see
on
what
how to.
happens. Yes, what are you
sounds
smiling at over there?
I'm smiling because I'm a happy bunny over here, Mr. Turner.
Kevin and Kevin.
Kevin
What are you
and
going to knock up
Kevin
for
to the
us?
power of 2. Kevin squared. Okay. Well, I've not used this before. This is en croûte pastry, right? And apparently it's a lattice sheets for chickens. I've not used it before. And
I
it's,
promise you, I've seen it
Okay.
on this programme once before
Okay.
and it impressed us all.
all right, okay. So I can't say what I'm going to do with that because I've never used it. I need to see it before I can
Yeah,
comment
fair
upon
enough,
that.
yeah.
But obviously what I need to do is I need to encase the chicken in the pastry, possibly use the mushrooms and the onion and garlic and herbs and a little bit of the tomato and a little bit of red wine and some garlic, as I say, to encase with the chicken under the pastry. I think the tin new potatoes, you can always tell they're tinned,
Yes.
can't you?
I quite like that
Do you?
flavour of the tin new potatoes.
It's comfort cuisine,
Reminds me when
isn't
I was
it?
little, yeah.
I know, comfort cuisine. But we're going to change that so that, you know, we don't realise that they're tin. And
Uh-huh.
we shall do a pomme sautée lyonnaise, which is where we cook it with rosemary, onions, garlic, and we'll fry them off.
Lovely.
The tomatoes, I'm going to use the plum tomatoes, which are gorgeous in that tin. Lots of juice in there. So I'm going to make a sauce with basil, white wine and garlic to accompany whatever I do with the chicken. All right,
That's
Kev?
nice.
It sounds nice, this programme. This is going to do supper for us all, I think, isn't it? When I say the words, you have only 20 minutes. Are you ready? Steady. Cook.
Right, dear. I don't know why I bothered coming back sometimes. I'm going to make a quick shortbread biscuit with some water in there. The reason you got some water is because to make this quick shortbread biscuit, can you get me some icing sugar and some butter out of the fridge, please?
Are
dear?
these biscuits going to be thin
I don't really know
or
yet.
nice thick ones?
Oh, quite thick ones, I hope, but it's
Yes.
a piping out thingy. Can we have a look at this whilst we're waiting?
Yes.
I have to say I'm not... Right.
You're
I'm gonna
going
get
for the
double cream out
sympathy
the fridge,
today, aren't
please.
you?
Sorry?
Your voice has gone all croaky. 'Cause
Sexy, I think, is the phrase, not croaky. What's the matter with you?
You've just gone all, oh, poor me, I've got a pudding and my throat's sore.
I mean, just look at it. Brown breadcrumbs from Italy. Wonderful. That's all I needed. Right.
They're lovely.
Yeah,
Here, I'll
lovely.
have that
Fine,
little
okay.
bit. Do you want to taste
I
that
want 3 ounces of butter, please, very carefully measured. Okay, so if you put that into that, we need it into a bowl, please.
one? You've had 1 minute now.
Into there, and then we need some icing sugar. We need the eggs out the fridge, the double cream out the fridge you've got, please.
I'll leave you while you get all that ready.
Okay, good, right.
Oh, hey,
Are you
look,
taking
shall
that
I,
out for
can
me?
I open this
Would
up?
you, please?
Because I want to impress you with this.
Okay.
I know you're a chef and I know that you can do all this on your own and all that stuff, but for those of us at home who wish to impress people, I think this sort of stuff is blooming good. Now look at that. That's it, you see. It's
what's
a double
that stuff
thickness.
in the middle of it then? What's that?
Herby
Oh, herby
stuff.
things. Right, okay. Well,
So
that
see,
tells me...
plain,
what-
that's a plain side of, obviously, pastry.
And is
then
this
they've
paper?
sprinkled...
Just checking.
Yes, chef. Then they've sprinkled it with herbs
Herby
and then put the
things.
lattice on the top.
Okay. Well, I think we can make it a bit more interesting than that. In that we will make a stuffing that goes underneath that pastry, but on top of the chicken.
2 minutes gone.
You can't undo that. No, I never know how to do that.
Look, I can
Fernie
do
will show you
this
in a
one.
second.
I thought you did supper every night, but you obviously don't use a tin opener.
No.
Good man. Maybe I.
Fern, can I just tell you what I'm doing?
I'd like you to. Open those tomatoes for yourself.
Thank you. How sweet.
Of course
What's
it's
that?
sweet.
Is that
What have you
giving
laced
the...
it with? What have you laced it with?
I
You
don't
put
want
something in there.
Oi, I don't want you drinking
I
while you're
don't
cooking.
drink. I'm
Thank
too
you very
terrible.
much indeed.
I don't drink. And he knows that.
Oh, that's
You're
nice.
not drinking that,
No.
are you? That was my
Actually-
sauce. That's my sauce.
It is good. It's like nice cream sherry. Not ice cream, nice cream
Are
sherry.
you... Where's
You
she
can
gone?
have a taste of that. Carry
Right.
on.
Can I just... The chicken. One of the important things about a chicken, and we stress it all the time, is that...
Cook it.
Cook it. Cook it right through. Take no risks. It's going in the oven, and so consequently I want to make sure that it's cooked when it comes out of the oven.
Okay.
So that's very important. So I'm
So give it a
sealing it.
start, either side.
That's right. And it does two things. One is that it gives it a start. Also, it stops the blood from leaking through onto the pastry and makes it all gungy.
3 minutes gone.
Because of time, I'm going to get this duxelle on the go at the same time. And
Duxelle?
duxelle is simply some onions and some garlic.
You're doing his tins.
Kev, if you could do me some garlic, I'd be very, very grateful.
Yeah.
Into which I'm then going to put some garlic and some herbs and the mushrooms.
What herbs would you like?
Can you give me some coriander,
All fresh.
a little basil, not too much, and some chives would be brilliant.
Let's
Thank you.
assume you want the fresh one, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me just remember the... Hang on a minute. Just check the... Oh, there's the coriander because it's the frilly bit.
Thank you.
Right. So coriander, basil,
Yeah.
and
Excellent.
chives. Did you say chives?
I did indeed, thank you. So mushrooms go straight in. And the key to this, obviously, is to get this going as quickly as possible so that it has as long as possible in the oven.
Where's the basil?
You take that. and
You've got 16 minutes left.
that. Brilliant.
Oh, there he is. Looking a bit limp.
Just smash it as quick as you can.
There you are.
Beautiful, thank you.
Basil's not brilliant, but that'll have
No,
to
it's
do.
not, is it?
No. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. We'll pop that in the bin.
Okay.
You're better just to use the whatever's good at the
ones.
time.
Yeah. So that's the mushroom and the herbs.
How's he doing, the big pudding?
Don't start that.
In go the herbs.
Don't start that. In
I'm
go the
taking.
herbs,
Right, stay with
the
me.
mushrooms, the onions, the garlic.
Stay with me. Out comes the chicken.
Yep.
So the chicken now is sealed. That goes to one side. Needs to cool slightly. That's great. A little bit of garlic goes in there, and then a little bit of white wine, please. Just a little bit. Have a smell of that. Just have a little smell of
So
that.
duxelle is a sort of stuffing.
It's onions, garlic, mushrooms, a touch of white wine,
Yep.
which we break down, and that's cooked enough. I've started that off, so shall I shout you when I'm ready to
Yes,
put that
please.
together for?
Lovely. 15 minutes left. How are you doing, Mr. T?
I'm not doing very well at all here. I've just got it slightly more melted than I wanted. I wanted it softened and not melted.
Was this the 3 ounces of butter we saw first
This
of
is
all?
3 ounces of butter and 1.5 ounces of icing sugar, and I really wanted to cream it. And I hope it's going to work, and if it isn't, well, not to worry. It's all part of the game. We're only here for the fun of it, aren't we?
Have you got time to start again with
No.
a bit more? Right, okay.
So put a bit of double cream in there,
Yes, a couple of tablespoons maybe.
and a bit of egg yolk. Can
And
I
this
just-
is for the
next
shortbread.
egg yolk in there, please. Okay, and a bit of
How many
flour.
eggs are you splitting
All
there?
of them. All of them.
Yes,
6.
okay.
Yeah, well, we're going to use the rest of them later on for our zabaglione.
Oh, right, so we're using
And
some
I've
for the
got
biscuits, some for
got
the
the biscuits on to just. We don't want it too soft,
No.
but we don't want it. There
It's
we
like
go.
you'd put on at the bottom of a trifle with a bit of old sponge.
That's
isn't it?
exactly right. A bit of old sponge. If you could get out the 2 moulds there and some cling film for me, please.
Oh, dear me. How much of that?
Well, just as much as it takes, I think.
Oh, my goodness. I don't know how much of
Well,
about
you know
4
what we
ounces?
pastry cooks are.
So it was 3 ounces of butter, 4 or 5 fingerfuls of
Yes, that's it.
plain flour.
3 ounces of butter, 1.5 ounces of icing sugar,
Yeah,
cream,
yeah, that was a couple
Egg
of
yolk.
tablespoons. 1 egg yolk
1 egg yolk. Yes,
Yeah.
perhaps a little bit much. It's the problem with
and enough flour to make it...
to make it just that little bit more. I'm gonna put
Malleable.
more there. Malleable. And I'm going to
Mouldable.
pipe it.
Oh, are you?
I don't want to overwork it, but
Can I borrow you for 1 second? Because I'm going to get this in the oven.
Excuse me.
sell it.
Yeah.
Put that in
Okay, so the chicken is set out. What I've done is I've just nipped the pastry a little bit to fill it out slightly. The duxelle's over the top of it, okay? Now what I need to do is to bring these edges together, and I've wet it slightly
To stick.
so that I know it's going to stick for me, okay?
13 minutes left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Over it goes,
Yeah.
nice and neat.
Yeah.
Tuck in the edges.
Yeah.
Have you got some? You've got me some egg wash.
Yeah.
Could you bring it over? Thanks so much. That's great. Thanks so much. And if you crack on with the tomatoes, that'd be lovely. A little egg wash. So I mean, okay, that's got little herby bits in it, and I
Yeah.
hear what you're saying, but I think
You've made it more interesting.
I
with
think
the
so.
stuffing.
We've got garlic, we've got onions, we've got lots and lots of
Well, I
real
think
herbs in
this
there.
where this scores is that it looks blooming good. When you get
Yeah.
it out of the oven, you'll be amazed at how
Okay.
professional it looks.
And there is really no need to put the bits in, and I've put. That's what we're saying, isn't it? I mean, because it's
Well, yeah, but if you want it to taste delicious as well as look good.
Much better for
Yeah.
the sake of that. That goes in the oven. Away it goes.
Okay, goodbye.
Thank you.
Right, carry on with these biscuits. You've got them in the
Yes,
piping bag.
well, they're not going to be the best biscuits you've ever seen. However, if you take the principle on board and you just soften the butter, hold that for me,
12
Rebecca.
minutes left.
12 minutes left, that's wonderful.
Yeah, okay. Well, they'll...
If the bag doesn't burst, you're in with a shout.
Oh, Brian.
So if the bag bursts, it's a bit. It's
Oh, Brian.
So
sure.
look, just put it on there like
Gossip
that.
pudding doesn't feel very well. Piping bag burst.
She's just like my mother, no sympathy at all.
Oh, Brian.
No, so this, I'm just giving you a tip
Yep.
now. If your bag doesn't work, this is how to do it, guys. These were
That's how
the
we would have
best
done it
biscuits.
anyway.
Exactly, best biscuits you've ever seen, huh?
They will. They'll be delicious.
And you're
Just
not
sprinkle
having
them with
one.
a bit of crunchy sugar or anything.
We might put some unrefined brown sugar on it. It's a good idea.
Yep.
I'm glad you're here today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only want those.
That looks really good.
Excellent.
I'll clear
a
up
real
your bag.
pro job. Right, fine.
Let's put him away.
Now
Now,
then.
where do we go?
Right, mascarpone.
How does that mascarpone taste?
mascarpone-ish.
Full fat and very fattening and
Wonderful.
delicious, isn't it?
So we'll just mix that all in there.
It just tastes like lovely cream.
Now
Although
these
it
are
says it's cheese.
frozen, but they are just starting to come out.
That's just right then.
So we'll keep a few just in case. I don't know what to do with them. We'll keep a few.
So that was the cream and the mascarpone
And don't
together.
put too much. If it gets too soft,
Okay.
we'll be in trouble. Excuse me.
That's right.
Right, now then, the 2 moulds are ready here.
Oh, hang on a minute. What have you done there?
What
then?
I've done is just stuck cling film in
You're
there.
halfway. Oh, and you put that on top just to press it all
Just to press it
down.
down. So we'll press that in the bottom, like so.
These are your little stand-up
Are you watching
trifles.
this?
She's
It's all
busy clearing
your
up.
fault.
Mandy, well done.
In it goes. Push another one in the middle. Be careful it doesn't break, because if you do,
You have to eat it.
we've got nuts in, so be very careful. Who'll put that back in there? Can we have the spoon, please?
You did, you dope.
Do all look at it, I know what I'm doing today.
Yeah. Only today.
Such a sweetie you are, Fern Britton.
So 3 layers of the biscuits
So that when you crunch through it, it'll be wonderful.
Ooh,
Put
it
the
will
cling
be,
film
please.
over the top.
and into the fridge.
Stick those in the freezer for me, please, darling.
Freezer compartment.
In the
Right.
freezer compartment, that's right.
So if you're doing this at home, you could do this the night before, put them in the freezer, providing you give them long enough to defrost.
I
You're
think there's
away.
only one. Don't put them in the freezer normally. Just put them in the fridge overnight. I think there's only one rule to remember when you make this dish.
Yep.
Don't try and do it in 20 minutes, and you'll be fantastic.
9 minutes left.
I will be ready in time.
I think you've got time for the spaglione, no problem. So the water is boiling for...
Yes. Why is that lady laughing at me?
Because you keep eating the stuff, that's why.
A bit more in there.
All right. Just finish building that one up, and I'll come back with the spaglione.
Excuse me, you don't drink. I offered you some before, and you turned it
I
down.
don't drink,
I'm
but I
sorry.
eat. I could taste one for you.
Come away and tell me what you're doing over here.
We've got
Chicken in there, we know about that.
chicken's in the oven.
Yes.
We've got, what we've done is we've put some garlic, some onions, some chopped plum tomatoes in there, and we've got some herbs already. The herbs that were left over, which was the...
Little coriander and chives.
Okay, and we're just chopping a little bit more because we want lots and lots of herbs running
I
through
could
there.
pinch some of his basil if you'd like that. 'cause
Has
he's
he
not
got, is
using
his
it.
basil better than mine?
It may be.
Would
Let's have a
you?
look. Can we pinch some of your basil, please?
Of course you may. Anything for a friend.
Well, you won't be using it, will you? 8 minutes left. Go away.
Oh!
What do we got in here? Help!
Some
Help!
booze in that, chef.
There we are.
Sorry, chef. I'll take some out.
If you could.
There we are.
How long have we got? 8 minutes.
Yes, it's very difficult to get good herbs at this time of year, isn't it?
Ever
Be
so.
growing them in
Ever so. The potatoes are
house.
drained off, they go in whole,
into onions and olive oil.
and garlic, with lots and lots of rosemary.
Yep.
A little salt,
Well, can you get me?
and some black pepper. Can you get me some tomato puree? Yeah. Please. Into the sauce, we'll put the chives, and we'll just chop. Thank you very much.
It's not brilliant, but
It's
it'll
not,
do.
but we'll get some flavour out of it.
Yeah.
A little basil. Brilliant, thank you.
So let's
And
just
if you could get me some white wine, please.
hang on. The tomatoes were started with a bit of onion, bit of garlic. Then you put in the tin of tomatoes, drained.
Drained. We've
Drained.
drained the tomatoes, we've retained the juice,
Right.
and Kevin chopped the tomatoes.
All right.
And now lots and lots of basil. And now building up
chives
and chives. Building up the
tomato
body of the
puree.
sauce by putting a little tomato puree in.
Yeah, and you put some white wine in there.
I'm going to in a second, yeah.
All right, so you're standing by. Italian wine too, so we're doing all right.
Orvieto.
Orvieto.
Okay, a little bit of wine. And this sort of a sauce needs a little bit of Worcester sauce, Tabasco, a
And
pinch of sugar, just to sweeten it off. So if you could do that for me, I'd be very, very
of course
grateful.
he can. Of course he can. What sort of stuff do you cook when you're at home then for Linda?
I like doing roast dinners,
Roast potatoes,
baked potatoes,
Yorkshires.
Yorkshire pudding.
Do you
My
do
own-
all that yourself?
My own Yorkshire puddings.
Fantastic. What else? Tabasco.
Tabasco.
6 minutes.
And I like having a little go of fried rice. Chicken
Fried rice?
or beef fried rice or things like that.
Lovely. Would you attempt something like this?
Oh, yeah, I'll have a go, yeah. As soon as I get home, yeah.
All right.
Oh, I'll have a go. Brilliant. Okay, these just really pack a load of taste, but we've got to be careful with that stuff. So the way to do it is to put it on the spoon first of all,
Oh, you're very circumspect.
followed by a little bit of that. Can be a bit more liberal with that.
Yeah.
Did you get me some sugar? Yeah, good enough. Is that it?
I chose caster sugar. At the
Very
start.
nice. And just a pinch of that. So you're getting this sort of sweet, sour, sharp. It's lots of
Lovely.
cheese going on in there. Look at them coming together
Lots
beautifully.
of cheese going.
Chi.
Chi. What's chi?
Chi. It's Chinese for sort of yin yang.
Oh, right. Ping pong.
Ping pong.
5 minutes left. So new potatoes frying in the olive oil
Yep.
with rosemary, onions and garlic.
Oh, God.
Oh, that
Absolutely.
sounds good. I'll be back.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Mandy, this is looking pretty good. Sorry. Tell me what you've got in there.
Egg yolks, sugar, and some masala.
How many egg yolks? That was the 5,
That's the 5,
presumably.
yeah.
5 egg yolks. How much sugar do you reckon?
2 tablespoons.
And the masala, how much of that? Oh, quarter. I don't know if you can see where the line is, but it's disappearing rapidly. There's half a bottle left. Good. And then it's just beat very quickly over boiling water. And that makes a sort of custardy thing, does it?
Get whisk it across like I showed you.
What? Oh, not round and round? It's going to be
just crossways.
backwards and forwards.
Yeah.
Okay. And the rest of the fruit you're just heating up so that it's softening and collapsing.
That's got masala and sugar in it.
Yeah. Did I just see you take the biscuits out of the oven and into the fridge?
Yeah, because I've only got 20 minutes to do the job in. Normally you wouldn't do that. And
Just
normally
to
you
cool
could
them down
pipe.
really fast.
Because I wanted to put this cream mixture on top.
Yeah.
And as is my want with desserts, it'll melt.
Okay. You've got 4 minutes
I
left.
can't believe all this.
You should have just grated that orange peel, should you?
ridiculous
Or is
game.
that, Why'd you put yourself up for it then?
I love you too much.
Why didn't you just grate that orange peel instead of doing all
Because I
this
just want to
ridiculous-
put it into my fruit now. And I want it to maintain its colour. I want a bit of variety of colour there.
All right. Fair enough.
Is that all right?
Yeah. You could have just
It's quite
grated
nice,
it,
this
though.
masala. Did you have a taste?
I did. It's
It's,
delicious.
it's a dessert wine. It isn't actually fortified, now I read the label. It's a lot younger than that. Well, at
it's
least
very
you
under
laugh, Kevin. That
control.
good as no one out there laughed. I thought it was a blooming good joke, that.
Brilliant,
was
well
good.
done.
Now, this has to be... We'll take this off now. Turn that off. Take this off, because this is like making egg yolks for hollandaise. We don't want it to set too much. You see, it's
There was an
starting to...
omelette.
That's right. So, in fact, I'll just splash a bit of cold
Is this
water
one
on
of
it.
those rules where the boiling hot water in the bottom of the pan shouldn't touch the bottom of the
Yeah,
bowl?
it's cooked just over heat, and if you put too much heat on it, you'll set it up. We don't want to do that.
So you
Right,
want
you
a
keep
good
stirring
gap
it, young
of
lady.
air between the bowl and the water.
But a trick, if it's getting too much cooked, put something cold in there. You're gonna love this,
You're
girl.
going to be drunk, Mandy, by the end of this.
And if we lose, we don't care anymore.
And the other thing is, Mandy, I don't think you drink, do you?
No.
She doesn't.
That's ridiculous.
She'll start
I can't
today.
believe we've got the ugly one over there and the pretty one over here, neither of them drink.
2 minutes left. 2 minutes. Let me just see this.
What did he say then?
Never mind, Kevin. Get on with it. It is a stand-up trifle. Way.
Hey.
Well done. What are we doing?
Right, a little bit of sherry vinegar. goes in
Sherry
there.
vinegar.
Just a touch of sherry vinegar. Mm-hmm. Okay, just
That
to
was-
sharpen it off it a bit more.
Yeah.
And then in goes the tomato sauce mixture.
Yeah. Did you puree that at all, or it's just...
It went through the sieve first of all just to get any excessive
Right,
lumps out.
90 seconds, I hate
Okay,
to say.
thank you very much.
Kevin, could you get
Yes.
the knives and forks?
Oh,
and...
not me.
Could you get the knives and forks and whatnot out there and start laying up the table?
How you
Get
doing,
the glass
Clive?
of wine out. How's that
Fantastic.
chicken looking? It looks a treat. The chicken looks a treat.
Good.
What else? We're heading for the 1 minute now. Biscuits look fine.
These are
they
such
look
brilliant
gorgeous.
shortbread.
1 minute now. They look lovely. Lovely little trifles. Potatoes. Smell brilliant. Here comes the chicken. Look at this. Now, it looks impressive, doesn't it, Kevin?
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
45 seconds left. Oh, spoons, spoons, spoons. I'll help you if you're beating. That's it. Spoons and forks. Excellent. This is the zabaglione, which is also going where?
Just gonna go.
Oh, 30 seconds. Very potent and alcoholic, that one, isn't it?
I
Oh,
tell
this
you
is
what, it may not
being
look
built
good, but
up.
it'll taste
I might
marvellous.
need another knife and fork as well at the end for lots of tasting. There we are. Very good. Get your glass of wine as well. Chives all over it. 15 seconds. 11 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop cooking. wish you could smell this at home. It's so good, isn't it? Well, now, who's going to win? You decide. You are the judges. Mandy, tuck into your pud. What are you going to call this, Brian?
Well, I think probably we're going to call it Mandy's Soram Masala.
Soram.
A lot of beating did the girl.
She did. Mandy, you brought with you the blueberries and raspberries frozen, a pot of mascarpone, the cantuccini biscuits, and the masala wine. Tell us what you did, Brian.
Well, really, it's a very simple concoction, and if with another half an hour, this would be the best dish in the world. It's mascarpone and whipped cream and the frozen fruits, so that the fruits run through the whole thing, layered with the, cantilever biscuits.
Yes, something like that.
Soaked in masala. This is definitely not a dish for the faint-hearted. There's shortbread biscuit underneath there.
For someone who doesn't drink, she's tucking into this.
And I have to tell you should have seen her face when she tasted that masala. It is wonderful. In fact, I think we could have just made eggs and sugar and masala and zabaglione, I should say, and just stayed with that because it's wonderful stuff, isn't it?
Was that heaven?
Are you driving home tonight?
Really love it. No.
You're going to
so I'm
try?
going to finish the
Oh,
plate.
you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Well, it looks lovely. How does it taste?
Absolutely gorgeous.
Is it?
Yes.
I can't wait to taste it myself. Now then, Kevin, this is your big chance to tuck into that. I want to see what it looks like when you cut in.
Right.
So do that. What are you going to call it? Other Kevin.
Well, it's chicken Kevin. Shall I tell you what we did?
Yes, please.
Oh, it's cooked.
Oh, first of all, I'll just tell you what you brought with you. Kevin, you brought with you the pastry, the chicken, the tin of tomatoes, the tin of new potatoes, and an onion. And tell us what you did.
Okay, well, we seasoned the chicken in salt and black pepper, and we sealed it so that it had a head start. We baked it in the lattice pastry after having made a duxelle from finely chopped onions, garlic.
Just show how it's perfectly cooked inside. It's not at all pink. Look at that. Carry on.
I thought I heard a round of applause then. I must have been mistaken. We made a duxelle from
Yes.
the mushrooms, onions, garlic, the herbs, which were...
Oh, they were chives and coriander.
That's right, okay. We sweated that off in a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, a little bit of white wine.
bad.
That went in. That was baked actually with the chicken under the pastry. We made a sauce from the tinned tomatoes, having strained off the juice, chopped the tomatoes, put them into the pan, which already had some garlic, onions, basil, which we eventually found, and tomato puree. We added
Worcester sauce,
Tabasco, pinch of sugar. We made a reduction of sherry vinegar, put the whole lot on top of that. And we salted off the tinned potatoes with some onions, rosemary and garlic.
And that's it. What did the potatoes taste like? Do they taste like tinned potatoes?
No.
Totally disguised?
Yeah.
Good.
Excellent. And how's this?
Absolutely fantastic.
Well, Linda, you're not going to get any of this. He's going to eat it all up himself. Well done. Well, who's going to be the winner? Is it going to be green peppers or red tomatoes? Would you please vote now? Kevin's! Oh, chicken Kevin! Congratulations! £100 to spend on food with our love and enjoy it. And Linda will enjoy that. Well done, you! Oh, dear. We're never going to hear the end of this. Mandy, apart from the fact that we've got you entirely hooked on alcohol, I'm sorry about that, you go home with our hamper full of delicious goodies, which is lovely. Thank you very much for coming. Well done, you. You all right? Oh, he's not speaking.
I know, Alice and I, we're very happy, aren't we, dear?
Good.
We're quite
Thank you
happy.
very much for watching. We look forward to seeing you soon. From all of us, goodbye.
You cannot have social progress and still permit acts of wanton cruelty to wild animals within the law.
The government has decided to support this bill.
New MP Jessie Fielding's on the way up.
You've jumped orbit. Never known such a meteoric rise.
Till the secrets of her past threaten to drag her down.
For God's sake, how could you? We're a Tory!
I was 15. A child in the eyes of the law. In the public eye, we'll have a rapist who's also a master of the Stag Hounds, who's also a member of the House of Lords.
Ah, Black Rod. We're on our way.
Giving Tongue, part of the Wicked Women season, Monday at 9 on BBC Two.
Antiques knowledge in contention with actor Leslie Grantham among the bidders. Going, going, gone in half an hour. And before that, on BBC Two, Esther hears from some women about their extraordinary experiences.
I don't mean the town or the country. I mean, were you born under a car dashboard or in a lift? Today we're going to hear about some extraordinary places of birth. For example, Inga Carrols Watson and Mark had their second baby, Elska, extremely fast at 80 miles an hour, along with their son and their dog. Tell us about it, Inga.
I woke up, it's about midnight, with these sensations, and I thought, must be a practice run because it doesn't hurt.
I was asleep upstairs in
Very
bed,
sensible.
and our son took about 6 hours to be born. So when Inga called me down, I thought we still had plenty of time, even if it was still sort of 3 hours or so. Unfortunately, things have got a bit further along the line. But I still decided it was